The foundation beneath every immigrant in the United Kingdom has just been shaken. As of August 2025, the Home Office has introduced a sweeping series of changes that fundamentally reshape the path to life in this country. This is far more than a minor adjustment. It is a comprehensive rewrite of the rules, affecting you, your family, and your finances starting today. In this urgent update, we are breaking down the new policies and their implications. First, the ultimate milestone of your immigration journey, indefinite leave to remain, has been shifted for many, making it significantly harder to achieve. Second, the financial cost of establishing a life in the UK has been unveiled, and the figures are staggering, potentially placing the British dream out of reach for ordinary families. Finally, and perhaps most striking, a stringent new rule has been enacted that could separate thousands of families, forcing people to make an impossible choice between their careers and their loved ones. The government has remained largely silent on the combined impact of these measures. Today, we connect the dots and present the full picture. Before we dive deeper into these critical updates, please take a moment to hit the like button. That small click signals to YouTube that this information is crucial and needs to reach a wider audience. Share this video with those who may be affected, and make sure you're subscribed to stay informed with the latest developments. To my returning viewers, thank you for your trust. Let's navigate these changes together. Let's start with a policy that will have the most immediate and personal impact: the new rules on dependents. This change strikes at the heart of family life. For years, skilled workers have had the ability to bring their partners and children to the UK, a policy that recognized people as more than economic contributors, but as human beings with families. The long-standing cornerstone of family reunification has just been shattered. Starting this month, the Home Office has introduced sweeping restrictions on dependents for a significant portion of visa applicants. Under the new rules, in many visa categories, only the primary applicant will be allowed to enter the UK. The automatic right for spouses and children to join has been removed. This policy is now being enforced with striking efficiency across a wide range of immigration routes. It is already affecting numerous roles under the standard skilled worker route that are not included on the official shortage occupation list. Even more concerning, it impacts positions within the health and care worker visa stream. While frontline doctors and nurses may still bring their families, essential support staff, care assistants, administrative personnel, and other professionals who keep the NHS operational are now being required to relocate alone. The government cites the need to manage net migration numbers as the justification, yet the human cost is stark. Families are being torn apart. Across the globe, skilled workers now face a heart-wrenching choice. Should you accept that transformative job offer in the UK, potentially a major career milestone, while leaving a spouse and children behind for years? Should you rely on video calls and digital presence to parent from afar? Or do you decline the opportunity entirely to keep your family together, sacrificing professional advancement? This is no longer merely an immigration decision. It has become a profound moral and emotional dilemma. The policy is clearly designed to reshape who can realistically relocate to the UK, privileging those without family obligations and fundamentally altering the demographic profile of incoming skilled professionals. The second major blow comes in the form of a steep and punishing increase in visa fees and associated charges. Even before this change, UK visa costs represented a significant financial challenge. Under the new fee structure, this hurdle has become a towering barrier. Visa application fees, maintenance funds, and other related costs have surged dramatically, placing the dream of living and working in the UK further out of reach for ordinary families. Visa fees across nearly all categories from work to family visas have risen sharply, averaging around 20%. But the most financially crushing increase comes from the mandatory immigration health surcharge, IHS. This is the fee every migrant pays up front to access the National Health Service. It has now climbed to an astonishing £1,235 per person per year. To put this into perspective, a single applicant on a 5-year skilled worker visa must pay £6,175 in IHS fees alone before even considering the main application fee, which is several £100s more. Now imagine a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 children. For a 5-year visa, their total IHS bill skyrockets to £24,700. That's over 2 million Indian rupees, roughly $25,000, or £250,000 South African rand. This is not a loan or a deposit. It must be paid in full up front before the visa is granted. The effect is clear. The UK visa process has shifted from being skills-based to being a wealth test. Only financially secure individuals and families can realistically apply. The dream of moving to the UK based on merit and ability now takes a back seat to the size of one's bank account. Families often make extraordinary sacrifices to meet these demands, selling property or taking on heavy debt all for the opportunity to work in the UK. But the assault on immigrants does not end there. The final and perhaps most insidious change, it affects indefinite leave to remain, or ILR. ILR is the ultimate goal for many: permanent residency, freedom from visa restrictions, and long-term security. For years, the primary requirement was simple: 5 years of continuous residence on a qualifying visa. Now, the government has shifted the goalposts at the very finish line. A new, higher salary threshold is being applied at the ILR stage. While you may have qualified for your initial skilled worker visa on a salary of around £38,700, to secure ILR after 5 years, your income must now meet a substantially higher standard. The new ILR salary floor is £45,000 for most occupations, and even higher for others. Here's the trap: you could work diligently for 5 years, pay taxes, integrate into your community, and fully meet all visa conditions. Yet when you reach the point of applying for settlement, the government could deny your application not due to any wrongdoing, but simply because your salary, which was sufficient to bring you to the UK, is now deemed insufficient to allow you to stay. This change creates a constant state of uncertainty and anxiety for skilled migrants, fundamentally undermining the promise of security and permanence that ILR once represented. These recent policy changes have transformed what was once a carefully planned 5-year pathway into a high-stakes gamble. For many skilled migrants, the ability to put down roots, invest in property, or plan for their children's future has been significantly undermined. The promise of long-term security, the very reason the skilled worker route has been so appealing, is now fraught with uncertainty. To fully understand the impact, let's look at the cumulative effect of the 3 major changes imposed by the Home Office. First, the new restrictions on dependents have made it far more difficult for families to be together in the UK. For many applicants, the dream of relocating with your spouse and children is now blocked, forcing families to make heart-wrenching decisions. Some must choose between advancing their careers and keeping their families united. Others face the reality of digital parenting, separated by thousands of miles, trying to maintain bonds through screens. The emotional and psychological toll of this separation cannot be overstated. Second, the financial burden imposed by the new visa fees and the immigration health surcharge is extraordinary. The cost of coming to the UK has escalated to levels that place it firmly out of reach for many middle-income families. A single applicant now faces thousands of pounds in upfront fees, while a family of 4 could be paying over £24,000 just to access healthcare, not including application charges. These fees are no longer just a procedural step, they have become a test of financial endurance. Families are forced to make sacrifices, sell assets, or take on substantial debt, simply to pursue opportunities that were once attainable based on skill and merit alone. Third, the introduction of a higher salary threshold at the indefinite leave to remain stage has added another layer of risk. After working diligently in the UK for 5 years, contributing to the economy, paying taxes, and integrating into society, applicants may still be denied permanent residence if their income does not meet the new, elevated standard. This change transforms the long-term goal of settlement into an unpredictable hurdle, creating ongoing anxiety for families who have already invested time, money, and emotional energy in their UK journey. Taken together, these 3 measures form a barrier for prospective immigrants. The message from the Home Office is clear: the UK is open for skilled migrants, but only under very specific circumstances. Wealth, single status, or the ability to live apart from family while holding a high-paying job are now prerequisites for success. The goalposts have not merely shifted, they have been raised to a level that is financially and emotionally prohibitive for many. This raises an essential question: how do these sweeping changes affect your own plans? Is the United Kingdom still a feasible destination for you and your family, given the combined financial, emotional, and professional hurdles? I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. This conversation is crucial for our community to understand the realities of UK immigration in 2025 and beyond. Thank you for watching. Please remember, this video is intended for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Stay informed, stay prepared, and I will be bringing you further updates as the situation continues to evolve. Together we can navigate these changes and make the most informed decisions possible.